The following podcast is a production of Dim Bright Records. Here is your host, Sasha Dimbright.
Yo, fam, it's me, Sasha Dimbright. Welcome to another episode of the Dim Life Podcast. We got a few things to cover. We even got a question from a fan that we're going to discuss. And so let's not waste any time. Let's get right into this garbage. While we're wasting time waiting on the music. Somebody cut the music. What? Cut the music so I can get into it. My gosh. I mean, you can't find any good help these days with inflation. But first thing we're gonna talk about. Let me scoot my mic. Sorry about the noise, but so first thing we're going to discuss is holidays are overrated. And I know that's kind of grim to just go right into that, but the reason why I'm bringing this up right now is because we're in a 3-day holiday weekend with Memorial Day. And people think, oh man, having Monday off and the 3-day weekend, daggum, it's coming out both ends. Anyways, I mean, so the 3-day weekend, gosh, that stinks so bad. Straight boiled eggs. I can't breathe. Alright, let's get back to it. Holidays, for me personally, they suck. And I'm going to tell you why. 3-day weekends, right? At my job, and I mean, I know it's not like this for everybody, but this is just my opinion. My job gets more busy with 3-day weekends. And it sucks. Like, the week leading up to the 3-day weekend is absolute garbage. And then the 3-day weekend comes around. You usually have stuff planned, you know, whether it's with family or even your own, like, you know, kids or whatever. And it's nothing relaxing. You got things to do, places to be, things to see. And then it's not like a vacation. It's not like really a day off work. Because it's almost more work for the holiday. Give me a regular Tuesday night with nothing to do. And I promise you, I'll have a better time than the junk holidays. Thanksgiving comes to mind. I love Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving food. But I'm up at 6 a.m. that morning, going to a friend's house for Thanksgiving breakfast. And we have lunch, and we have dinner. And that day is so jam-packed with stuff. It's not that fun. And it goes by so quick. And then when I come back to work after a holiday, it's busy again. And I would have just rather worked. I don't know why your brain, it tricks you into thinking holidays with a day off work is better. Because I'm telling you, there is days through a normal week that is way more relaxing than any holiday. So holidays are overrated. Most of them are garbage. Most of them just want you to buy people gifts. And I hate buying gifts. So yeah, that's my thought on that. Give me a holiday where I do absolutely nothing. And that's a holiday. That's a true vacation day. Psh, garbage. Next thing let's go ahead and answer this question, by the way. So the question is from Harry Hole. He asked, when you clap your hands, do you hold your left hand still and initiate contact with your right? Or do you hold the right hand still and initiate the contact with the left? Or do you initiate the contact with both hands when you clap? I actually had to think about this a little bit. When I am giving a small applause, which it's probably something like when my stepson, like, hey, you know, Dad, look at me, you know, and he wants me to cheer for him, I'll give him that little clap. And when I do the little clap, I will hold my left hand still and initiate the clap with my right hand. However, when I'm real excited, like when Notre Dame scores a touchdown or Ryan Blaney wins a NASCAR race, I'm going both hands and I'm going all in. because I care about those things more than my stepson. But if that answers your question, my computer just made a noise. I hope it didn't pick it up in the mic. But let's get on to the next thing I want to discuss, and this could make me a little mad, and so I'm just gonna warn you. I could get a little fired up in this next segment, and it's Dollar General. It's the customers, it's the employees, it's the whole establishment. I want to know, has anybody had a good time, a perfect, just where you walk into Dollar General and everything goes right? Has anybody ever had that, like a perfect experience at Dollar General? That's what I'm trying to spit out, if I can get my words right. Because every time, and I'm talking every garbage time I go into Dollar General, the customers, I'm telling you, they're the most worst people on God's green earth. Terrible. I don't know if I've ever had an experience where there's not some crackheads in there. You know what I mean? And if you first of all find what you're looking for, which is rare that they ever have it, if you find that and there's no weirdo customers, usually you're going to have a rude employee. That's how it goes. It's junk. I hate Dollar General. And they pop up everywhere down here in the South. But, like, quit putting $3 Generals in a small town if it's going to be junk. And you can't even hire good employees. I can't stand it. It makes me so mad. I was in there the other day, right? And this lady had the Dollar General app, which I didn't even know Dollar General had an app. And she was wanting her cash back reward from what she bought. And she wasn't going to leave that register until she kept checking the app to see if she got her dang dollar. And what makes it worse is I'm the fifth guy in line behind this crazy lady. And she keeps checking her app. And then when she does all her coupons and gets her dollar back or whatever, then she owes like $3.80. So she goes to try her debit card. Doesn't work. She tries her credit card. Doesn't work. And then she digs through her purse for, I'm telling you, it's a good 5 minutes. And she pulls out $3 and she's like, oh, I don't have the 82 cents. So then she starts digging and counting change. While all of us are in line, and at this point there's like 7 or 8 in line behind this lady. And finally, a guy that's like two guys in front of me whips out $1 and gives it to the cashier and says, hey, use this. Just get her out of here, basically, is what he's saying in a nice way. And finally, after that idiot leaves the store, then the cashier gets us all other 7 people checked out in like 2 minutes. So this lady's just holding up the daggone line. And it's always something like that. And then the last time I went to Dollar General, I go in there and, things are actually going well. I found what I needed. The cash register lady's pretty nice. But there's this crackhead with 4 kids running around. They're all different colors, so they got all different baby daddies. And she's just yelling at the kids. You know those kids that get yelled at and threaten to get beat, but they keep doing what they're doing? That tells you there that the mom's just all mouth and don't do nothing about it. How about you smack those kids a few times and they'll quit doing that? And even the register lady had to bring it up in conversation after the kids left, and she's like, my kids would have never done that. And I'm like, yeah, my kids won't either, because I'm going to smack them and teach them some respect. My gosh. And then what topped it off, the lady goes out there and she gets in her Nissan Altima. It was missing a hubcap. I promise you, this is 100% fact. If your car is missing a hubcap, you're a crackhead. It's just simple as that. You do crack. And you got different baby daddies. It's 100%. That's why cops are going to pull you over if you don't have a hubcap. Because normal people, what would happen if something happens to your hubcap or you have a mismatched wheel on your car? You don't want to drive around a junk car. You know, I drive around a Dodge Intrepid, but that thing is mint. It's had 3 motors put in it. It's had 2 transmissions put in it. It's mint. It's perfect. And I don't get pulled over by cops because I keep my car in order and I don't look like a crackhead. But if you don't have a hubcap, or you have one missing, you're a crackhead. Or if you have a miscolored door on your car, you're a crackhead. And that's why cops pull you over. So that just gets me fired up. And while we're on the subject of Dollar General and Walmart and all this other crap, how come you have self-checkout registers and you close them and you won't even let me use them? I go in there to grab an item from your garbage store and I just want to get out of there. And instead I have to wait in line or it's closed and you won't let me use self-checkout. If you're going to have the flipping machine there, how about have it in working order? Man, it's garbage. Gets me all fired up. Man, just have self-checkout machines that do what they say and you self-check out. Man, it's just, let me take a sip of my Coke Zero. Garbage. But we're going to move on to my next topic. And this is way out of left field, but that's just the way the show goes. What happened to white dog poop? And I'm going to let you simmer on that just a second. White dog poop. Now go back to your nostalgic thoughts. When you were growing up as a child, I know you've seen white dog poop. I know it. Where did it go? Why don't we see white dog poop anymore? Let me get up in here in the mic. Where's the white dog poop? Yeah, I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, yeah, what happened to it? And I've heard, it's the calcium or something in the food that's changed or something like that. But I remember as a child at Hammondville Baptist Church, I remember seeing white dog poop when you're out, playing with the kids after church. I remember seeing it. So I know I'm not crazy. So just think on that. And if anybody knows what happened to it, let me know. Let's go to the next. Let's see, what next topic do I want to talk about? I got one more. I got one more topic, and then we'll wrap this sucker up. Why do they still make original Cap'n Crunch cereal? Why make a cereal that it's a little bit on the bland side, right? It looks like tiny orange pillows. There's nothing exciting about it for kids, or for adults like me that love cereal. I like a little bit of flair in there. I like a little bit of marshmallows. I like, when I like the Cap'n Crunch berry or the Oops All Berries. It's very rare I want a bland cereal. And when I want Cap'n Crunch, I want Cap'n Crunch berries or I want Oops All Berries. I don't want the original. Why do they still make it? Who at General Mills or whoever makes it thought it was a good idea to say, you know what? Let's continue to make original crap Cap'n Crunch for old people in nursing homes or something. When we got Cap'n Crunch berry, have you had the berries? They take it to another level. Just if you eat plain Cap'n Crunch and you back that up with a bowl of Cap'n Crunch berries, that Crunch berries is gonna hit hard. It's gonna slap. It's gonna be fire. No cap. And the Oops All Berries, it wasn't a oops. It's a great thing. It should be called Good Idea Berries or Good Idea All Berries instead of oops, because it wasn't a oops. That's one of the greatest oops of all time, if that's an oops. The worst oops of all time is my stepson. So just think about that. Next time you're in the cereal aisle, think about why Cap'n Crunch still exists. And get rid of Raisin Bran. Who puts raisins in cereal? Absolute garbage. But thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Y'all stay lit.